Hello guys, how you doing? Welcome back to Only by the Regens. So we are ready to go into the 10th and final season of this series. So this is the transfer activity that happened over the summer. Now everyone that I said I was going to sell in the last episode, we've sold. So Fernandinho has gone to Bayern for 32 million, Richard's gone to Napoli for 25 million, Jean's gone to City for 23 million, Baldazar's gone to Montpellier for 20 million, and Bodrov's gone to Udinese for 15 million. So including the loan fees there, we managed to bring in 119 million this season, which is not too bad at all. See, these are all backup players anyway that we sold. The only in that you don't really know of, or I haven't showed you before, we decided to sign Youssef Agribi from Ajax. Now this guy looks absolutely insane. He's 20. He had a £12 million release clause in his contract at Ajax. He's got a fantastic report, and if we train him up at centre mid, he'll be a fantastic deep line playmaker. So we may look to rotate him and Lorenzini around this season. And he just looks really, really good. Southampton are no longer a 5-star club, so once the end of the season came and all the club reputations refreshed, they got sent back down to being a 4-star reputation club, which is really, really good, because a tycoon taking over a club shouldn't propel them to 5-star above everyone else, which it was quite annoying, to be fair. And they're currently managed by Claude Makelele there. Okay, so now we'll look at the other transfers from the bigger teams in the Premier League, starting with Arsenal, who won the Champions League last season, of course. They didn't really spend that much. They spent 28 million. They signed Joshua Kimmich from City for 10.25 million. He starts off the game at Red Bull Leipzig. In Germany, they signed Pascal David from Man United. I think he's a centre-back. Yeah, he's a regen centre-back. He looks okay. He's currently injured for 2 months, so that's unfortunate. They signed another player from City, Johnny Holman, for 1.3 million. Pretty cheap. He's probably average. His attributes are all right. You know, it's not bad for 1.3 million. Their final signing was Zoran. Just call him Zoran from Red Star. Signed him for 5.5 million. Must be a decent prospect. Haven't scouted him, so I'm not too sure. Their outs are Eric Diabate to United. I think he's another centre-back. Yeah, another regen centre-back. Going the other way there. Florenzi's gone to Plomero. And that guy's gone to Valencia. Chelsea are up next, so they spent 61.75 million on new players. 48 million of that was on Tuate, who they signed from Montpellier. Now, he was only at Montpellier for 1 season. He moved there last season for 22.5 million, had a really good season. And then he earned a move to Chelsea for 48 million. Now that 48 million can also rise to 60 million based on appearances and fees and whatnot. So that is a huge fee for a guy who's not yet world class, according to my scout anyway. But if Mourinho feels the need to spend that sort of money on one player, then he probably will end up world class eventually. Their next signing was Lolo Bonillo. It looks like a regen. He looks pretty average, to be honest. Signed him for 3 million. Andrea Ricky was their last signing from Real Madrid, and he had a good season for Real Madrid last season. He scored 13 goals in 24 games, and he only had 17 starts in the league, so it was a decent return for him, so they've let him go pretty cheap there. Their outs, Gallo Ramos has gone to City. He's probably going to be City's new backup right back. He's currently injured. And Michael Smith has gone to West Ham. And he looks really, really good. If you remember this guy, ages ago we looked at him and he moved from Newcastle to Chelsea. Obviously you can see there 13.25 million. He barely played, in 4 seasons. Played a little bit last season on loan at Sunderland. But West Ham have got themselves a good player there. So he does look really, really good. Next up is Manchester City, who have spent 80.5 million on new players. And they've signed a lot of ex-Liverpool players. Obviously, they've signed Jean this season for 23 million. They signed Iker Arasso from Napoli for 32. If you remember, we had this guy for a few years, actually. And we signed him, obviously, you can see there, for 950k, loaned him out. Played him a few times there, loaned him out again for a couple more seasons. Sold him on to Napoli for 20 million. And then City have bought him for 32. Now, this guy was, at best, a star. As you can see there by his current ability. Yeah, he's only really a star. He's not going to be any better than that ever. So 32 million is quite a hefty fee for him. Obviously, you already know about Gallo Ramos there, or Gallo Ramos. We've also signed Emre Can from AC Milan for 17.5 million. We sold him to Milan ages ago for 18 million. Yeah, he was consistent for them, to be fair. He's 29, so he's kind of in his peak at the moment. So he'll probably be a good signing for Man City. Their outs, obviously they sold Kimmich there and Holman both to Arsenal. Adama Traore, they sold him to Roma. And he starts off at Barcelona. So the final team we're going to look at is United. So they've spent 52 million on new players. We've already seen Diabate there, who they signed from Arsenal for 7.25 million. He's a centre-back. They've signed this guy, Luis Vicente, from Monaco for 19.75 million. He's also a centre-back, so they've kind of invested in their defence this season. He looks pretty good. He's obviously Mexican, and Mexico have such a good first team at the moment. They're currently 13th in the world, probably should be higher than that. England are second to France at the moment. Then the last guy they've signed is Andres Sanchez, another defender. Signed him from Montpellier, was that for 25 million. So he's a left back, and he does look really good. He's got good marking, good tackling, good pace. So he'll probably be a good signing for them. Their outs was Yuri Huska to Spurs for 21.5 million. Another centre-back, so they've changed the defence quite a lot. And obviously Pascal David, who they sold to Arsenal, was also a centre-back. Okay, so before we go into today's game, which will be against Chelsea in the Community Shield, we will look at the past meetings against Mourinho's Chelsea since we started the save. So as you can see there, we've played 31 games in the 9 seasons, or 10 seasons, whatever where you look at it. And we've won 18, drawn 9, and lost 4. We've got a goal difference of 41. So had a bit of a shaky start, kind of like early save here. But as our tactic kind of blended, we've really dominated. We started to dominate Chelsea in recent times, beating them 6-1 there, 5-1, 6-3, 4-1, 6-0, and the last visit was in the FA Cup semi-final. The last time we versed them, or faced them, we beat them 4-1, so it's promising. Okay, we are ready to go into the match. So Norbert thinks he's going to go for a 4-2-3-1. Now when Mourinho usually plays a 4-2-3-1, he usually thinks he can win the game. So I don't know if it's going to be a tight one, this one, or if we're going to batter them. Who really knows. He also thinks Tuate is going to start, so that's going to be his first game for Chelsea. But we'll see if that's their starting 11, who actually knows. But our team is fully fit. And yeah, it's a full strength squad apart from Wellington starting there instead of Sarr, just because Wellington's out of contract at the end of the season. We're going to try and make him happy so we can offer him a new deal so he doesn't leave. But other than that, let's go into the game. They're going for a Tuate there. Hazard on the right instead of in the central position. They got Ferrati, Bilal, Højbjerg and Van Ginkel in the 2 centre mids. So they haven't really got a defensive centre mid, which will be interesting. I don't think we'll close down anyone. We may close down the 2 centre mids here. And let's go. It's what a much better performance than what we saw against Arsenal. Is Sandoval ball? Almost. Passing it around nicely. Oh, Turnbull, what a goal that was. First goal of the season for Trevor Turnbull. It's 1-0. So the keeper just flies out there. Come on, ball. Sandoval. Oh, he makes it 2-0 3 minutes later. In off the post. Lovely finish. Here's Tuate. Good inception by Diana. Come on, Diana, use that pace. Look at him go. Oh, and then he gives the ball away. What a shame. Oh, and Højbjerg misses though, so it's alright. Come on, Lorenzini. Diana. Ball! Sterling makes it 3-0. What a start. 5 shots, 3 goals. I'm happy with this. Can we make it 4? Surely not. Oh, Turnbull does a sloppy back pass. It's 4-0 inside 22 minutes against Chelsea. This is ridiculous. Look at that back pass by Højbjerg there. Shocking. They get one back. Good tackle by Villa. Get 5. Come on, ball. Diana, Lorenzini, Sandoval is the post, but Turnbull makes it 5. Holy shit. What a start to the game. This is ridiculous. Diana, Wellington, Lorenzini, Turnbull, Sandoval. It's a good save by Courtois. Nearly 6-0. You get one back? Oh, off the line by Diana there. Otwati misses a sitter there on his debut. But 5-0 at half time, I'll definitely take that. That is quite ridiculous. But we're pleased. We'll see what we can do here. Let's see what he thinks. No, we don't want to do that. I think we'll just close down one of them. We'll probably close down Højbjerg, seen as he's the more defensive of the two. But they haven't made any changes. Come on, tackle him. Oh, they get one back. Bilal makes it 5-1. Quite an unbelievable start to the game, the first 25 minutes, scoring 5 goals. Wasn't expecting that. But I think we'll concentrate here. Yeah, Chelsea have definitely stepped things up since half time. Tyson made a good double save there though. Right, we're going opposition. They've changed formation. Holy shit. Yeah, we won't close down the wingers. Playing Hazard as a defensive midfielder. Now that is a first. What the actual fuck? No, we won't close him. We'll mark him tightly. Going hard on him, weaker foot. But that should be okay. Let's even get a 6 here, because we haven't really turned up in this second half. Come on, ball. Turnbull. No, it's pretty much all Chelsea. I mean, they've had 7 clear-cut chances. Jesus Christ. We're just ruthless at the start of this game. Come on, Lorenzini. Oh, that's poor by Tyson there. Good save. Oh my days, it's 5-3. Surely! Surely they're not going to bring it back to 5-5. What a save that was by Tyson though. Yeah, not sure about the second one though, that was quite pathetic. But what are we doing in this second half? It's been quite appalling, to be honest. We're going to concentrate once again, just in case they didn't hear me the first time. Sterling! Oh, unlucky. That's the first real chance we've had, I think, in the second half. It's been really bad. Come on, Tyson. Come on, ball. Ball! Diana! At least we're having shots. Right, we'll make a couple of changes. Hurst will come off, and Raheem will as well. For law. Other than that, that'll do. That'll do. Come on, Sterling. Sandoval, Turnbull. Oh, there we go. Sandoval makes it 6-3. Finally got things together in the second half. Finally scored. Holy shit, Chelsea have had 9 clear-cut chances. I think 6 of them in the second half. That's quite ridiculous. But But we do win the Community Shield 6-3. Quite an insane game in the end. See the match stats. But yeah, we had 23 shots to their 16. Yeah, really ridiculous game, to be honest. Okay, so that's the episode, guys. I will be back for probably the MK Dons game in October. So I will see you then. I hope you enjoyed this one, and bye-bye.